So the first thing I'm going to show you tonight is how to find products. And there's a myriad of ways to find products to be able to sell. You can do physical products, you can do digital products. We're going to actually do a digital product tonight, and we're going to use a resource that I absolutely love that's called IDPLR. And remember, we're looking at building a funnel that's going to have a front end product. That's the first product that's offered for sale. And then we're going to offer an upsell, and we're going to offer a downsell. So we're technically going to give them 3 items that they could possibly buy. So the first front end item, and then once they buy the front end, we'll give them an option to buy the upsell. If they don't want to buy the upsell, they can click no thank you. They'll go to a downsell. And then after that, they'll go to the thank you page where they will get information on how to access their product. So that's how we're going to do it. It is super duper exciting. And let's go ahead and see if we can find a product first. Okay, so I'm going to use a resource called IDPLR. I as in investigation, D as in dog, P as in private, L as in label, and R as in rights. IDPLR.com. It is a great resource. They've got a ton of digital products in there and lots of great things that you can actually take and break apart into separate items that you could sell. So let's take a look at IDPLR and what we can do with it. And I've got a lifetime account with them. So you'll see all the different products that are available in the lifetime account and how you can use it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'm going to go to IDPLR. So IDPLR.com. And you can buy I think a monthly access to this, a yearly access to this. It's not very much. I went and took the splurge many years ago and actually bought lifetime membership, and I've used them extensively. So I'm going to go to log in. And I want to stick with maybe the area of internet marketing. So I'm just going to cheat, and I'm going to go to resources, and I'm going to look at the last 100 products that they have. And I'm just going to see if there's anything in there related to internet marketing that I might like to kind of take apart and put into a product, into a funnel. So here's one. This looks like brand spanking new. It's got resale rights, so I'm allowed to sell it. And it's actually got master resale rights, so I can sell it and give you the rights to sell it. And it says, become the best version of yourself. And then it's actually got a video series as well. That looks fantastic. I love that. So I'm going to go with that. That was easy, wasn't it? So let me click here, and I'm going to take a look at the actual book part, and we'll see what's in it. So it says, discover your true self is possible. And when you choose to be authentic and in integrity with your true self, you will realize that everything falls in place. Yeah, I believe that 100%. So this looks really interesting. It's got a lot of great information in there. Believe it or not, I have never seen this before. So I'm super excited about this myself. I might have to put this in my team website, but I'm going to click download. And I'm going to download that product. So it's actually downloading onto my computer right now. Then I'm going to go back and look at the other upsell. So I'm going to just click my back button, and it's thinking for a minute. There we go. And this is the video course. So we get the ebook, and we can also get the video course. We'll take a look at that. And it's got some more topics covered in there for in video form. So that looks great. So I'll click download. Now for you guys, I'm doing this really fast because I know you guys don't want to sit with me on the computer for about 2 hours going through all this material to see if it's really something that I want to sell. For me, I would go through the ebook. I would go through all the videos. I would go through the information to make sure this is really something that I want to sell. For you guys, fast and furious, we're going to find this product, download it, and pretend this is the exact thing that we actually want to sell. Okay. So now I have these actually on my computer, and they're downloading. Let me stop sharing for a minute. IDPLR has a ton of products available. So you're going to be able to find ebooks. You're going to be able to find software. You're going to be able to find WordPress templates. You're going to be able to find email swipes. You're going to be able to find graphics. You're going to be able to find videos, all kinds of different things, and on all different types of subjects. Their focus primarily is digital marketing, but there's a lot of other subject areas that are in there as well. You can even look up nutrition. You can look up dating. You can look up cooking, all kinds of neat stuff. So jump in there and take a look. There's tons of other websites as well that do private label rights and master resale rights of different digital products. So look all around and see what you can find. My favorite still is IDPLR, and I've been doing this for about, well, at least 10 years. So there's just some really good products out there, but I like IDPLR because they're constantly updating and putting new stuff in. So let's see if everything's downloaded. So let me share my screen again. And we're still downloading the videos. So while the videos are downloading, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the first package. So we'll go to my downloads area, and there's that first package right there. So I'm going to expand it or unzip it and see what's inside of there. So here we go. we have opened it up, and I'm going to double click in there and double click in there. And it looks like what we have is an ebook, a checklist, a resource sheet, a mind map, and then it gives an example of a sales page, example of an opt-in page, gives me some graphics, some email swipes, which is fabulous, and even some social media images. Let's take a look at the images. So, wow, that's great. So even some images to work with. So you can see that this would be a great product to put inside of a funnel and then actually promote in a way that you could use social media and really push this item out there to get some sales made. So this looks like a really neat package. The biggest thing would be to take a look at that ebook and see what's inside there and what that ebook actually looks like. Because sometimes you can get some of these books, and if you're not careful and you don't go through them, you'll find like every other page and every other paragraph has links to somebody else's affiliate stuff. And if you don't have permission to change it, you can't change it. So you need to very carefully go through everything in that book, every single nook and cranny in that book, to see what it says and make sure there's not any nefarious links to things that you don't want them to go to. For example, it would be terrible if you were selling something on Builderall and then trying to get them onto your email list so you could share Builderall, but all through the ebook was advertisements for something like Wix or Weebly or Squarespace or ClickFunnels or something like that. So check your items really, really well. So this ebook looks really cool. Actually, I can't wait to dig into this one myself and see what's in there. So I like that. So we'll close that. Let's see if our download is done yet for the other one. So I'll go to downloads, and we've got the gold version right here. So we're going to unzip that one. So I'm going to go to compress folders and extract. And this one is the video. So we'll click in here and click in here. It looks like we have videos, an upsell page, a 7-day autoresponder series, a special report, an affiliate toolbox page. This is great. This has all kinds of neat stuff. Social media swipe kit, influencer cheat sheet. So yeah, we've got a lot of great things in here that we can work with. So let's take a look and kind of break down what we want to do. So I'm going to open a Word document so you guys can kind of see how I think this through. And I'll just open it up and kind of minimize it a little bit like this. And so here's what I want to do. So in my funnel, the first thing I want is in my funnel, I want something to give away. So I want a lead magnet. And then the next thing I want is my front end product. That's the first thing that I want to sell them. So I want a front end product. Then I want to be able to give them an upsell. So if they buy that front end product, I'm going to send them to an upsell. When they get to the upsell, they may say, oh gosh, I don't want to pay that much money for that thing. I'm going to say no, thank you. When they say no, thank you, I want to offer them a downsell like this. Okay. So those are the items that I want inside my my funnel. And then the last thing I want is actually a thank you page. All right. So I want a lead magnet. I want a front end product, an upsell, a downsell, and a thank you page. So it looks like those are all the pages that I want. Now I have to figure out what are the products that I'm going to offer to be able to do that. So on the lead magnet, I can actually grab that special report. Those are usually pretty good. This is a 5-minute guide to be your best self. And it's got a PDF version. So let's take a look at it real quick. So the 5-minute guide to be your best self. So in here, it's got a question and some area to write a response. Got some more content, some questions with the area to respond. Now, remember, I go over this really carefully to make sure that it's exactly what I want. But for time purposes, we're going to say this is exactly what we want as a lead magnet. So let's go ahead and put it on that thing right here that we're going to do the special report for the lead magnet. So then we have to decide, all right, we give away the report. What is the thing that we're going to sell on the front end? What's the first thing that we're going to sell? And I think on the front end, we need to probably sell the ebook. So that's inside of here, and ebook. So we'll probably sell the ebook as the front end offer, the first thing that we sell. So let's add that to our piece of paper right here. We'll sell the Become the Best Version of Yourself ebook. Here we go. Make sure that's Become the Best Version of Yourself. So that's what we're selling as the front end offer, the first thing that we actually sell them. Okay. So then the question becomes, what do we offer as our upsell? What's the thing that we want to sell them that's an upsell? Like it's better than the ebook. We can actually charge a higher price. So in that case, we've got that video series. So let's see about the video series. So I'm going to go back to downloads and we'll go into the gold and let's take a look at how many videos are in there. So videos. And there's the videos right there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos in this video series, which is great. So let's call that the upsell. So I'm going to do the video series as the upsell. Fabulous. And now I have to think, okay, what if they say no to the videos? What am I going to offer them? So let me take a look in that gold area and see what else they have. So they have some presentations, they have some feature images, they have a auto series, a social media swipe kit, influencer cheat sheet. I don't see really anything in there that could offer maybe as a downsell. So let me look in the other folder and we'll see if there's anything in there. So as a downsell, let's see, we've got opt-in graphics, email swipe, social media. We've got a checklist, we've got a resource sheet, we've got a mind map. So maybe we can put all those things together and sell those as a downsell, as an option to not getting the videos. The other thing we can do, and let me kind of look in your eyeballs at this one. If we don't sell the videos, maybe we can strip the audio from the videos and sell the audio packages for a lower price instead of the videos. So that's another option that we could do, is strip that audio and sell the audio separately at a much lower price. So we have a couple options. Chris, you're cracking me up. But we do have a couple options when we do these things. Let me upgrade some people here. Yay, yay, yay. So I think what I'm going to do is, just for the speed of it, I'm going to offer the mind map and the checklist and all that kind of stuff that's in that other area. So we will put that as just a little package that we can put together as a downsell. Okay, so I think I got everybody upgraded. So let me share my screen and we'll go back and take a look. So we'll offer the checklist, resource sheet, and mind map as the downsell to that particular product. So let's put that on our sheet. So let me go here. So we'll do for the downsell, we'll do the checklist, resource sheet, and the mind map. There we go. So now we know what all our products are. So we know what pages we need. We need the lead magnet page. We need the front end product. We need the upsell. We need the downsell. And we need the thank you page. All right. So we're doing good so far. We've got kind of an idea of what we want our products to be. So now we need to kind of get a visualization of what we're going to be doing inside of Cheetah. But I'm going to do it kind of a roundabout way because I want you to see it before you do it. And to do that, we're going to actually play in the canvas, which is actually for Pixel Perfect, right? You build it as a funnel in Pixel Perfect and you click the button and it creates the whole funnel. Well, we can't really do that in Cheetah yet, but we can still build and look at the funnel to see what it's going to look like so that we have a good idea of what we're doing before we ever build any pages. So let's go ahead and build it in Canvas to take a look at what that bad boy will look like as a blueprint. And I promise you, if you build a blueprint before you build it, it will go so much smoother because you'll have a great idea of where your people are going, what path they're taking in this funnel. And here's another thing I want you guys to remember. A lot of times when I'm teaching on how to do websites and stuff, I'll have people that'll say, Shelly, do I need a website or do I need a funnel? And it cracks me up every time because a funnel is just a type of website, right? And that's what we're building tonight, is a type of website. So the difference is that a website, when they go to your regular website, just a company website, they can click on menus, they can go backwards, they can go forwards, they can go sideways, they can go any kind of way they want to go inside that website. But if you put a funnel together, you are pretty much saying, Mr. Customer, I want you to go this path, this exact path. That's where I want you to go. So if you click anywhere, it's because I made that button for you to go that direction. So it's very different in the fact that a funnel, you're guiding the person where you want them to go. A website, they can go anywhere. You know, it's like loosey-goosey. But a funnel is very tight, right? There, you want them right in there where you want them, and everything leads to the next thing. It's what I call like an indoctrination. You're indoctrinating them to your company, your service, your product. You're telling them exactly what you want them to know and guiding them exactly the direction you want them to go. And you really want, the only way for them to get out of it is to close that website, and that's it. Close that funnel out. Because you want them to go the direction you want them to go. So that's the difference between a website and a funnel. So the next time somebody says, hey, do I need a website or a funnel? You can giggle just a little bit because that means they don't quite know what a funnel is. And you can help explain to them. Use that as a teaching opportunity to teach them what it is as far as a website and a funnel. And I say that because ClickFunnels has done such a fabulous job of their marketing. They've convinced so many people, you don't need a website, you need a funnel. And it cracks me up every time I see some of that old advertising that they've done. They've convinced people that they're two separate things. So we are on a mission to convince people that they are closer than they think to getting a funnel. And it's not a scary thing. They can actually do it. All right, so let's jump back in and let's take a look at Canvas and build our blueprint. So I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to go over here to Canvas. So let me go here and we'll sign in with my account. One of my accounts, I have 52,000 accounts. And here we go. It's going to load any second now. There we go. And I'm going to go into apps and then I'm going to go into Canvas. And when I click that, remember that Canvas right now is not connected to Cheetah. It's only connected to Pixel Perfect, but we're not using it to connect to Pixel Perfect. We're using it to get a good image of what we want our blueprint of our website to look like. So I'm going to click add a funnel and we're going to call this Tuesday, let me capitalize here, Tuesday night training with Shelly. And then we'll highlight it and we'll put that as the description too and click next. And I'm going to look at all the different funnels that are available. And what we're actually building is similar to like a tripwire funnel with upsells and downsells. But I'm just going to click blank so you can see me build it from scratch because we've got so many funnels that are pre-made for you. But this is really close to just a regular tripwire funnel with the upsells and downsells. So here's our simple tripwire funnel. That's really similar to what we're going to be building tonight. So I'm going to click blank. And then we have a choice of themes. We can choose a theme that exists already. Hold on a second. I'll get a tissue here. My nose is running. So we can choose a design that already exists, or we can choose an empty theme. Because I want you to see everything I'm doing and not be clouded by a bunch of colors and boxes and images and stuff, we're just going to go with an empty theme. So I'm going to click the empty by clicking select. And then it's actually given me just a blank canvas to start working with nothing in there. And I can start building my website or my blueprint. So I'm going to go ahead and start by clicking the plus button. And that opens up the side panel that has all of the example pages that I can use in building my blueprint. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to see if we have a lead magnet. We do. So I'm going to click that and add that here. So we've got a lead magnet page, and that's the page where we're going to be giving away that special report. And on that lead magnet page, we're going to have a form, right? An opt-in form that asks for their name and asks for their email. So on that form, I can right-click it and edit an element. And it asks, what do you want to connect to as far as your list? We won't do that because we're not connecting to anything, but I'm going to choose a pending subscribe page. So that pending subscribe page means, are you going to send them to confirm their email? And so we can do that by clicking the plus button. And I'm going to do the confirm email page. So right there, just like that. And then I'm going to right click and edit element again on that form. And we're going to do a pending subscription page. Now, what happens is they fill out the form on the lead magnet page. And when they click submit, we're going to send them to a page that says, hey, to get your free special report, you have to confirm your email. That's what this page does. Okay. It gives them instructions that says, hey, go check your email and confirm it, or you're not going to get your special report. So once they go and check their email and click confirm, then we need to send them to the next page, which is the subscription confirmed page. So I'm going to click that. And that is actually going to be the front end sales page. So let's see if we can find a sales page here. I bet you we have one. Let's see right here, sales letter page. That's good enough. So I will click on that and we'll add that in. So there we go. We now have a sales page, and I'm going to change the name of it. We'll call it sales page. Actually, we'll call it front end product. There we go. So that's our front end product. And then once they actually go to that item and they choose to buy it, they're going to go through a checkout, and we're going to set up the super checkout. So if I right click on the super checkout and click edit element, it lets me edit some things. So I'm going to click the success page if they purchase and the downsell if they decide not to purchase. So on the success, I'm going to click on that and we'll send them to a thank you page. So let me get the thank you page. That would be with a T. There we go. And then I'm going to right click the checkout again and click edit element. And when they come to this front end product, well, you know what, we don't need a downsell because we're going to send them straight to the next item. So no downsell on that one. So they will buy it and they'll get sent to the thank you page, which actually happens to be our upsell. So I'm going to click and edit the name of that and call it upsell. And then from here, we can actually set it up so that there is a thank you page or a downsell. And I'm going to change one thing. I'm going to change this instead of just to a plain thank you page to a sales page. So to do that, I'm going to disconnect this checkout and I'm going to delete this item. We're going to right click and edit. And for the success page, I'm going to grab another sales page. That way it'll get a checkout for me. There we go, just like that. And I'll move this over so I can see what we got here. Drag that up. And let me rename this the upsell page. So upsell, there we go. And so we've got a checkout there. So here's the path that we're going so far, guys. We're going to land on the lead magnet page. We're going to put our information inside of a form. When they hit submit on the form, they'll get sent to the email confirmation page that says, hey, don't forget to confirm your email. Go to your email right now and click confirm. When they click confirm, then they'll go to the first sales page, which is the front end product, which is that that little special report.
Does the link need to change? So it goes from confirm to front end, because it looks like it goes from form to front end.
Yeah, that's the way this form is set up. It first goes to the email confirmation, and then it goes to the sales page.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
If we look at, let me show you this. This is the pending subscribe page. That's this page right here. And then the subscription confirmed. That's this page right here.
Thank you.
Does that make sense? All right. So right here on the lead magnet, that's that little checklist, right? That short little special report. Then they hit the form. They hit the please confirm your email page. Then they confirm their email. Then they're sent to the front end product, which is that ebook, right? That's the first product that we're going to sell them is the ebook. And on this ebook, they're either going to buy it or they're not. We're not going to give them a downsell option on the ebook. They're either going to buy it and move on to the upsell, or they're going to click out of the website. They don't want to go any further. Okay. So if they buy it, they're going to go through checkout. On that checkout, once they go through and buy it, they're going to end up on the upsell page, which is going to be the videos. On the videos, they can choose to buy it, or there's going to be a no thank you button, and that no thank you button will send them to a downsell. So let's set up our checkout to do that. So I'm going to edit element, and if they buy it, we're going to send them to a thank you page, because that's the end after they buy it. And then if they don't buy it, I'll edit again. We'll send them to a downsell, and that will be another sales page. We'll put that in there. And then on the checkout, if they buy that downsell, let's label that downsell. On the checkout, no matter what they do, we're going to send them to the thank you page. So I'll click edit element. Oops. Right click and go edit element. And if it's successful, we'll send them to the thank you page that already exists. So that one right there. And if they don't want to buy it, the downsell, we'll send them to a thank you page right there. So on the downsell page, there'll be a button to buy. There'll also be a button that says no thank you. Okay, so let's talk about that no thank you button, because that's an important thing to understand. On the front end product, there will not be a no thank you. They either buy it or they close out of the website. Okay, let me explain that to you, because it's important to understand. One of the main things that we do when we set up these kind of funnels is we set up that opt-in page, right? That lead magnet. So the biggest thing that we want to get from them besides the sale is the email. So when they hit that front end product and they have that first item they could possibly buy, you don't want that. You don't want them to say no thank you, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you, and end up on a thank you page, right? You want them to buy that first product. So don't give them a choice. They either buy it or they're just going to close that window and they're done with it. But they're not done with you because you have their email, right? So that front end is the thing that you use to get them in the mood to buy. And you don't give them the option of saying no thank you, and they just won, right? And they might have been thinking, wow, that looks like a great product. Oh, but here's the no thank you. I don't want to buy it right now. Nope. We're trying to get them in the buying mood. We're using a little bit of psychology in there. So you don't want to no thank you on that front end product. You either want them to buy it or get out. Okay. But once they've bought it, then we'll give them an option on no thank you on the upsell and downsell. Okay. Does that make sense? All right. It's a little bit of psychology, because what's going to happen, you guys, is once they get that upsell, And even the downsell, they've already bought something. They've already whooped out that credit card or put in their PayPal information or whatever it is. So they're already kind of in the buying mood. So it's okay to put a no thank you on the upsell and downsell page because they're already in that space of buying, right? So you've already kind of pushed them over that hump, and they are more likely to buy. But if you hit them first with that front end and that no thank you is there, it's so easy to just go no thank you without thinking, because man, if they just have a buy button and that's it, they know that if they close it, they won't see it again. They've lost it. Okay. So that's kind of the psychology around it. And you want them to buy something. So you want to encourage them to buy. Okay. So that's kind of just a little bit of a psychology lesson in there. All right. So let's take a look. Let me kind of move these over a little bit so we can kind of space them out just like this. We got the checkout and the checkout and the thank you and the downsell and the checkout. All right, so now we're going to go all the way through our funnel to make sure we completely understand what's going on and what's happening with the end user when they're coming through our funnel. And I also want you to notice that this does not look like a website, right? It does not look like they can just jump all over willy-nilly, just kind of, dogs and cats living together. They can't do it. They've got to go the exact path that you're creating. And the only time they get options is when they hit the upsell page or the downsell page. Everything else, they go exactly to the place that you want them to go in this funnel. So let's talk about what happens. So we first hit the lead magnet page where they're going to get the special reports if they give us their email and their name. So once they put their email and their name in there, they're going to hit that form and submit, and they'll get taken to the email confirmation page that says, hey, you're almost there. You're not going to get your report until you confirm your email. So then they're going to go check their email, and they're going to click confirm, and that will send them to the front end sales page, which is going to be the ebook. So we're going to sell them the ebook. They have no choice. They either buy it or they close the website. So they're going to buy it because they love that ebook. So they're going to go through the checkout process. And when they buy it, they're going to get sent to an upsell page. The upsell page is going to be where the videos are at. And they're going to look at the price of the videos, and they're going to either say, wow, that's a great price for those videos, and they can then buy them and get sent to the thank you page. Or they can say, wow, that is too much money for those videos, and click no thank you. When they click no thank you, we can send them to the downsell page, and there they'll have the option to buy something that may be a little less expensive. And on the downsell page, they can choose to purchase it, and they'll get sent to that same thank you page. Or they can choose to say no thank you and get sent to that same thank you page. Okay, so everybody understand the blueprint of the website. Any questions about the blueprint?
Yeah, I'm sorry. For some reason, my
we have an alien in the house.
my hand doesn't show. I'll put my hand up here.
Ty.
Louise asked, where is the free lead magnet made available?
We have that product actually. We can deliver it by a link inside email. So that's actually what I'm going to show you how to do today, is actually set everything up so that everything's delivered by email, so that you can actually get it delivered that way instead of a membership area. Because maybe next week we'll take this exact funnel and walk it through how you do it in a membership area. But today it's going to be a little bit tight getting everything in. Okay.
So Shelly, can I just ask, that was me? I'm still confused on where in your funnel they get it. Do they get it when they get the confirmation email, or is it on the first sales page?
What we'll do, Louise, is the best way to set it up, since we're not doing a membership area, is you set it up so that it is delivered in the email after they confirm.
Okay, so they get it confirmed. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yep. So what'll happen is they'll go lead magnet funnel, lead magnet page, and they'll fill out the form. They'll get sent to the email confirmation page that says, hey, confirm your email.
Yes.
And once they hit confirm, they'll go to the sales page for that front end product. If they buy or not, no matter what they do from then on, they're still confirmed in that email list. So in your email sequence that goes out to them once they're confirmed, you tell them how to get that file.
Perfect.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Any other questions? That was a really good question, Louise. Any other questions before we go? Move on. Not go, but move on. Chip?
Could that also be delivered instead from the thank you page?
You can. You absolutely can. I like it in the email confirmation process, where the first email that you send out to them will have a link, because if you do a thank you page, some people are really smart and sneaky, and they will get the link to that page because it's not protected, and so they can start giving away that product by just giving the link to other people. They can set it up as their own funnel and have it deliver to your funnel. Yeah, that's why I love the membership area, and I love delivering the free product and the paid products all in the membership areas.
Is there a way to make a PDF that cannot be saved as, or passed along? Like you can receive it once and then.
Yeah, Adobe has some pretty nifty little tools that you can set like passwords and stuff. So when they get a file, that you can send them a email that tells them what their password is to get into that file, or you can protect it so that it is available for a certain number of days, and then it locks them out after that. So there's ways that you can do it. Yeah. Ryan.
Hello, good morning. I'll be
Hi.
mindful of time. For Chip's question, I did a site recently where we had 4 ebooks as a giveaway, and I didn't want them to share that with other people because kindly some of the authors said I'm happy to share my book. So I actually got the images and did them as images on a website. So each had its own page. So they actually had to visit our website to view the ebooks. So I just thought that was a little one way of not people on sharing the book to others. They have to be on the actual website. So, but membership sounds ideal. I really like the idea of membership. I think that's perfect.
Yep, so. And that's even a free membership. I mean, a free item you can still build a membership for. And then the paid items you can build a membership for. And once they pay for the item, they get access to that membership area. So we will definitely cover that. You know what? We'll just make it a done deal, you guys. We will do it next week. How's that sound? Okay. All right, let's jump back in. And what I'm going to do is take an image of my blueprint. So I have that like forever to take a look at, because it's going to be instrumental when we start building the actual website. And I want you to take a look at it and think about this for a minute. We now know all of the pages that we need for our website, right? So this is a great way to start setting up our pages and getting them built, because we know each and every page that we need. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little snipping tool. So I'm going to go right here and do the snipping tool, and I'm going to grab just like that, and now I have that image, and I can, let me change a little bit. I'm going to click outside of it so I don't have one that is highlighted. So we'll click new, and just like this, there we go. Now it's pristine and perfect. So I'm going to right click it and copy, and now I'm just going to go and open a PowerPoint and create a new slide. And on that new slide, I'm just going to paste my picture just like that. And now I have that picture. I can save it as an image. I can right click it and do save as a picture. I can keep it in PowerPoint. I can make some notes. I can do whatever I want with it. But now I have that image of that that blueprint, so I can actually refer back to it anytime I want to just kind of keep me on track building my website. So this is a really important part. If you're not doing this already, do this. Build a blueprint for your website so you can build faster and smarter for sure. Okay. So now we're just going to go ahead and create an opt-in form. No, sorry, a subscriber list in Mailing Boss, because that's the next big thing that we need to do is create a subscriber list in Mailing Boss. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my Mailing Boss. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to apps. I'm going to go to Mailing Boss. And we'll open up a new subscriber list. I'm just going to go to workflow. That's the easiest way. And I'm going to go right here to lists and drag it over. So now I've created a list. I'm going to create this workflow's name. So become the best version of yourself funnel. And I'm going to click save. And now on this list right here, I'm going to go ahead and create a new list. So I'm going to click the little icon, and I'm going to create a new one. And we're going to call this become the best version of yourself. List, fabulous. And I'm going to copy and paste that, and we'll do it in the description as well. I'm going to leave it a double opt-in, double opt-out, and click create. So I've now created the list, but when you create a subscriber list in Workflow, it only has the email field. So I'm going to go ahead and update the fields to collect the name as well. So to do that, I'm going to click create and edit list fields. So I'm going to click that. And right here, it only has the email. So I'm going to add a text field. And in that text field, I'm going to name it first name. And I'm going to make a tag of F name. And is it required? Yes. We want another name. Is it visible? Yes. And then I want to make sure that it goes in the right order on the form. And on the email marketing form, it gets the order of the fields from the subscriber list. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that F name has a sort order of 1 and email has a sort order of 2. That way on my email form, it'll have first name first and email second. I like it that way better. The universe seems to align better when I have them in the right order. So once I've got that done, I click save. And then I can go back to my workflow and you'll see that I have my list right there. Now I'm not going to go through building the email because that would be a crazy long night tonight. But if you wanted to build your email sequences, you just click that arrow and you go to email sequence. And when you click that, it gives you some options on creating your email sequence and how many emails do you want in your sequence. So it's absolutely fabulous. And you want to do that before you actually start collecting orders. Now, the next thing that we can do is if I click on this edit the subscriber list, we can choose update list or edit list pages and email contents. So that second item, edit list pages and email contents, that's where all the stock STOCK pages and stock emails are located. So these are the default pages and default emails that are in MailingBoss that send out for you that are already pre-created. And I want to go ahead and change that a couple of the emails. So I'm going to click edit list and pages. There's my pages. We won't edit any of those, but on the emails, I've got subscribe, confirm, email. Okay, I'm going to click on that. This is the email that they get that tells them, hey, don't forget to click here to confirm your subscription. So on this email, I don't really like the way it's set up because it says, please click here in order to confirm your subscription on the list. And then it says the list name. And this list name is going to be become the best version of yourself sublist. I don't want
That's a shame.
Froze, huh?
please click here to be able to access your, to get access. Complete the process and get access to your special report. Very good. All right, so now we've got that going, and it says, please click here in order to complete the process and get access to your special report. And then if any reason you cannot access the link, please copy the following URL. So we've got the subscribe URL, and then thank you, and then the company names. So that's what we need inside that email. So I'm going to click save and next. And now that email is actually saved, and it's been changed to reflect what I want it to say instead of having the list name. The important thing here is don't do anything with that click here, because if you accidentally change that or alter that and it doesn't work, they won't be able to click that item and actually confirm their email. So I heard a little bit of chatter. Did I break apart? You guys, did my internet go out for a sec? So what did you miss? What did you miss that I need to go over again?
Just start from the beginning. I'm just
just start from the beginning. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Shelley. Yeah, Shelley, it was right when you started talking about the name of the list, said sublist on it. That's when you started to cut out for about 15, 20 seconds.
Awesome. So all I meant by that was when you go into that stock email, that subscriber list confirmation email, it says the name of your list on it. And you don't want them to see that because you may have a wacky name for your list, so you know what list it is. So you can take that little area off and just say, please click here to confirm, or please click here to complete the process and get access to your special report. And that way you're kind of rewording it in a way that's a little bit better, but do not, where it says click here, don't change that, because that is a really important link. And if you mess with it and make a mistake and they try to click it, it won't confirm their email in your MailingBoss list, which means they will never actually get any emails from you ever. And they won't be able to get their report either. So you can remove that tag that says the name of the list, but don't mess with that click here, because that's an important thing. Okay. Chris, go ahead.
Sorry, we had a couple of questions and I don't want it to get too far.
Okay, go ahead. Whatever we don't, it's okay. Whatever we don't cover today, we will push it to next week on Tuesday.
Gotcha.
So we are good.
A couple people asking, I believe Lisa and Anesh asked the same question. Do they have to enter in a credit card details for the upsells and downsells each time, like repetitively?
They will. We'll actually go through an exact process. I will show you how to set up the super checkout, and we'll go through and do a sample purchase. So you'll see everything exactly how it works.
Yep. And then Stacy asked, and I think the answer is no on this, is there somewhere to go and edit what you were just doing them initially on a global level?
No, not on a global level. You have to go into Mailing Bus and go into that stock pages and email list. And that stock pages and email, those are for that subscriber list and only that subscriber list. So if you create a new subscriber list, you're going to get a new set of stock pages and stock emails that you can edit for that list. So each list has their own set of pages and emails that are the default pages and default emails. Okay. And Dominic said, Chris, you're looking pale. I'm sorry. This is better than TikTok, you guys. This is fine. All right. So another one, Stacy says, it would be great if you could create your own stock list and then edit as you go. You do actually have the ability to edit those, Stacy. When we went in and designated, we said our email confirmation page is going to be this, and our subscription confirm page is going to be this. There are stock pages that will show if you don't identify what your pages are. But they are what I lovingly call butt ugly. So that's why I always teach you to go and set up your own email confirmation page and your own subscription confirmed page. So you don't use the ugly ones that are in the system. So some of them you absolutely can set it up so that they never see the stock page. They see what you designed. And then the email is the same thing. You can go in and edit any of those and make them look the way you want them to look and make them designed and the content completely different. The only important thing to remember is when you get to those important links in those emails, don't change the links, because if you do, they won't work. Okay. Let's see. Lisa says, do you need 4 email lists, 1 for each product? You can actually. We're going to talk about how we're going to do that in the super checkout. So no worries there. And then I don't think you would need 4 lists, but you can set up to tag them per product. We're going to actually do some interesting stuff in super checkout to kind of see how we can deliver products in a very interesting way. So you guys hang with me on that one. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to go back to that blueprint, and we're going to start putting our pages together now that we have our subscriber list ready to go. And that's usually the first thing you do is set up your subscriber list, because when we set up our page, we're going to have to connect our form to the subscriber list. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been doing this for a long time and I still forget. Wait, you can't connect anything until you create your list, Shelly. So I've just now disciplined myself to go into Mailing Bus and create my list first. So now let's go ahead and start creating pages. This is the fun.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure, you can.
This is Yolanda from Florida.
Hi, nice to meet you, Yolanda.
Nice to meet you too. Awesome. Hi, everybody. My question is this, you were talking about building your blueprint to make your web pages and funnels. I'm a new member and I'm on the free right now. Is all this stuff available for free members or not?
It is not available for free members. The Canvas is going to be on the premium plan.
Okay.
And let me just, I know that I'm like totally not the person to tell you this, because you would think that it was like, oh, she's just trying to sell me the premium plan. But as a member of Builderall, you need to jump into that premium plan, because that's going to get you everything, and you will never find a better deal in your life than getting that premium plan and all of the products. And I know that sounds like, well, yeah, Shelley, you would say that you're with the company. But if I was not with the company, I would say, Yolanda, get that premium plan. You're going to get everything. It's going to blow your mind. So you definitely want to upgrade to that premium plan, because the, what does that say? It's true. It absolutely is true. Yeah, it's the absolute best deal that you'll ever find. And once you start understanding the potential of all the different products, then I have a feeling you will find my phone number. You will give me a call and go, oh my God, Shelley, you were right.
Okay.
So yeah. So keep looking at that, Yolanda. It'll be one of the best decisions that you've ever made to upgrade to that premium plan. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's jump in and build some pages, you guys. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and we are not done in Mailing Bus, but I'm going to keep that window open, and then we're going to go over here, and we're going to start jumping into Cheetah and start building with Cheetah. So I'm going to go ahead and enter Cheetah. This is always exciting because I love Cheetah. And as soon as it opens up, we'll be like, all right, let's build us a funnel and a website. So I'm just going to click in this top right-hand corner. I'm going to click create new website. And we're going to call this becoming the best version of yourself. Perfect. And I'm going to use that same thing in the description. And then for you guys, I'm going to do a blank template because I want you to see every single thing that I'm doing without being, distracted by colors and images. So a blank template. And so it's now thrown me into the website where I can see that there's one page right now, which is the home page. And we're just going to start building our pages. And because I'm not putting any content in there, they're blank pages. I'm just going to start building. But you may actually play with that home page to get the right colors, the right font, the right designs. Remember, I'm not working on design at all tonight for you guys. I'm just working on getting it built so you can see how it's built. So the home page, I'm going to actually change the name of that. So I'm going to go to settings. And we're going to call this the lead magnet page, just like that. And we'll leave the address the same, but I'll put the title as the lead magnet page and description as lead magnet page. And then we'll go save, which is perfect. So now we have our lead magnet page. Then I'm going to create another page and I'm going to look back at that blueprint. And so I've got my lead magnet page. Now I'm going to do the email confirmation page. So let's build that one. So let me go to here and here. And this will be the email confirmation page. And then I'll put that right there and right there. And then we'll go down to the bottom and click save. Perfect. And now I'll open another page and let's look at what the next one is. This one is the front end product page. So let's go ahead and call it that. So we'll go up here to front end product page. And I will, oops, let me see if I lost it. I lost it. I'll try it again. So front end product page. And product page. And here we go. And copy and paste, and Shazam. So there's our next page. And then looking at our blueprint again, we've got an upsell page and a downsell page. So let's add both of those. I'll go back over here and I'll create a new page. And I'll say upsell page. And we will copy and paste and save. And then we'll do downsell page. So we'll do downsell page and copy and paste. Perfect. And save. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and look at the thing again. So we've got lead magnet, confirm, front end, upsell, downsell. And now we need a thank you page. So that's the last page we actually need. So yes, we'll go here. And we'll do thank you page. And then I'm going to copy and paste. And then save. There we go. So now we have all of our pages. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about what I've done because I made all of those pages in like 2.3 seconds, maybe a little bit longer than that, but it didn't take me very long. That is so deceiving because when you start building your website, you will start with a page and you'll start working with colors. You'll start working with design. You start working with images. Do I want this menu? Do I want that menu? What do I want on the footer? So what I've kind of condensed into just a couple minutes will take you literally hours to work through with the way you want it to look, especially if you haven't done very many of these. We that have been building for a while, we can build them pretty fast. But new people that have not built very much as far as websites and worked with design, and you haven't figured out what you like and what you don't like, it'll take you a while. That's okay. It is absolutely okay. But I do want you to remember that we've got pre-made panels, we've got pre-made websites. And the cool thing about it is that you can choose a website that's actually underwater basket weaving. And you're like, but I'm not selling underwater basket weaving. But you can switch it up and take some of the images out and put some new images in, and bingo, bango, you're ready to go. So keep thinking in terms of taking a look at those templates, because it's not written in stone that you have to actually be selling the item that's listed on that website. It's just a template for you to be able to remove things and put things in. But if you like the design, if you like the colors, if you like the things that they've done, you can pull that in and work with it. Okay, Ryan?
Just a quick one. I wrote in the comments, I sort of said that you name those pages just for our sake, so it's clear what we're working on. But
right.
you wouldn't necessarily name it those, would you? Because people see
Right.
upsell page. Oh, I'm on an
Right.
upsell page.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I'm naming them so that you guys can see it very clearly. And what I'll be doing after I'm done is I will take the public link and make that available for you guys. So if you want a copy of it, it's going to be butt ugly because there's no design in there, but you may want to open it up and look at it again to see how I created it. So the better I can name those pages and everything that I do, the better you can see how it's been set up. So that's kind of the goal. Chris?
Yeah, Roberta has a good one. Can you actually, that screen capture you took of the canvas, can you post that somewhere for them to follow?
Yeah. Let's think a minute. How about the Facebook group affiliate official? I will post that like right now. Would you guys like me to post that in there so you can see it? All right, I'll let you guys go with me so we can do it together. So I'm gonna go to Facebook and oh, there I am right there. Look at that. I'm in the Builderall official group. So let me go up to the top and right here, let's see, Tuesday night training resources. And then I'll get that picture. So I think it's still right there. So I'll copy it. And then
Shelley, this is really behind the scenes. We're getting the Builderall Diva posting on the official page here, guys. This is awesome.
I know, right? You guys know the inside story. It's going to be on TMZ, I think, probably. All right, so Tuesday night training resources, it is right there, you guys. You guys can grab that image and actually use it and take a look at it. And even after tonight, I bet you guys, some of you guys will actually be able to build as well. So that is great. Let me stop sharing and make sure I've covered all questions before I jump back in. So any other questions or comments? You guys are doing great. There's no doubt we're going to have to extend this to next Tuesday. So don't be shy about asking questions, please. I don't want you to worry about the time factor. I want to get your questions answered. Okay. What in the world is Chris a piece of bacon right now? Roberto, go ahead.
Thank you, Shelley, and hello, everyone. Yes, I've been working on a funnel, and I believe that I sent you a video. It seems to be working all right on my funnel. However, when the buyer for the first option or the first purchase, he gets an email with the upsell instead of actually getting that email for that particular product, that is the issue that I'm having. Other than that, it's working pretty nice.
We'd have to run through and test that probably multiple times, Roberto, to see what's happening exactly, and then get it to the developers to see what's happening with the email system. Okay.
It is actually, I believe it is the email generated from the inside, from the checkout.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. So we'd have to really test it, and retest it again to see exactly what's happening, to see how to explain it to the developers. So yeah, I have been seeing your posts, but not able to go in and dig deeper. Okay. All right. Any other questions or comments? Ryan, go ahead.
I wondered whether ebooks had been done quite a bit and people aren't as open to doing that as a lead magnet. I sort of preach.
No,
okay.
No, they love it. If you're giving them information about something that they want to know about, they love ebooks. They absolutely love it. We are in an information culture right now. Even though, we're in that 15-second or 16-second culture of TikTok, people still understand that they need to have information. They need to be consuming information. So if you're giving them a free lead magnet that's valuable to them, they're going to bite. And then if you're selling an ebook to them that is valuable to them, they'll bite. But then I promise you, if you give them an upsell with the videos, they would much rather have the videos. So that's why you save it for the upsell, right? So you can get that money out of them. But this is we are a culture of consuming information. The interesting thing about it, though, is that I see a lot of people that will buy an ebook and that's where it ends. They don't ever open the ebook and read it. They know that they got to, and that they could find time if they wanted to. But some people just have that thought process of, oh, I bought it. So now if I just sleep with it under my pillow, I will gain the knowledge. And I don't have to actually do the action of consuming that information via an ebook. So that's why it's always important, if you do have an ebook, to have some kind of audio or video available as an upsell, because you're going to always do well with that.
Perhaps that's where I've gone wrong, Shelley. I delivered ebooks through a chatbot at one stage and it didn't do overly well for me. So maybe the fact I haven't got up or down sells or done it as a funnel. Right. The other place I tried it, and it was actually using IDPLR products around personal development. For my Facebook group, I just said, if you invite a person that accepts to come to the group, I'm going to give away a book on mindset. Not one person's done it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I just want to do a quick experiment, because I'm betting I'm going to be right on this. How many of you guys have bought books with the intention of, wow, that's a great book, I know I'm going to learn something, and you never opened it? Yeah, I mean, it's nothing except you had really good intentions, right? You're like, "Ooh, I need to know more about that," but something in your life took more priority, and you just never went back to it, or you think about it every once in a while but never go back to it. But if you had that same book and then had a series of videos, then you'd have a higher percentage. You still wouldn't have a ton of people consuming, because even when they pay that money for the videos, they're somehow thinking that it's going to digitally jump from the hard drive into your head without you having to watch it. But you'll still have a higher percentage of people that will consume that information if you offer it in either audio or video format. So it's really, it's a psychology thing, right? It's just like a lot of people in college. How many of you guys really never paid attention in your college classes and kind of slept with the book under your bed? So you're just like, I'm just going to gain the information this way. I know it'll come through the bed, through the pillow, and up into my head, and I don't have to listen in class. It's a human nature thing, but you want to make sure as a marketer, you kind of understand a little bit of that human nature. So we're going to give them the report to build that relationship. Then they're going to hit the ebook, and hopefully we've given them something of value to them. So they'll look at that book and go, I need that book. This is something I need. So they'll buy it. And once they do buy it, and then we send them to the video, they're like, well, crappity crap, I've got the book, so I got to have the videos. So that's kind of the thing that they want them to go through. But honestly, they get the special report, they get the ebook, they get the videos. There's still not a high percentage of them that are going to go all the way through it. That's just the long and the short of it, right? So that's just the way it works.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Any other questions, you guys? That bacon's looking really good.
I'm hungry.
I know, right, Carol?
It's breakfast time in Australia. It's really got my belly rumbling.
All right, you guys, let's jump in and do a little bit more tonight. So I'm going to share my screen, and we'll jump back into Cheetah. And now let's talk about setting up some of these pages. So the first thing I'm going to do to kind of help you guys out is I'm going to go into each one of these pages, and at the top of the page, I'm going to put the name of the page so that we can see it very clearly and identify the pages. So I'm going to click Edit Page. And this one is the lead magnet funnel page. So I'm just going to grab some text and actually start editing. So we'll go Add and Panel and Blank Panel. There we go. Oh, and there's some text already. I forgot it does that. So we'll do like that, and we'll call this the lead magnet page. And then we'll actually kind of center it. Well, we used to have this center button. There it is. And then we'll click Save. So now we've got that page identified, which is fabulous. And then we'll go to the next page. So I'm going to go here, and on the email confirmation page, we're going to open that bad boy up. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to add a panel, and we're going to identify the page. So add panel and blank panel. And then I'll triple click in there and email confirmation page. There we go. So that's identifying that page. So we'll click Save. And that's fine. And close. Fabulous. So I'm going to go back here. We'll do front end product. And we're going to identify that page. This is just some housekeeping things. Doesn't really mean anything terribly important, except that we want to identify our pages when we're looking at them. So front end product page, and we'll actually spell that right. There we go. And then we'll center it and save. And skip tour, and that's fine. And then close. And then after the front end page, we'll go to the upsell page, which is fabulous. All right, so we'll add panel, blank panel. And this one is the upsell page. Fabulous. Make sure it's centered and save. And that's fine. And close. And then we'll go back, do the downsell page. So add panel, blank panel, and downsell page. Yay. And then save. And that's fine. And close. And I think we got one more page. It's a thank you page. Woohoo! So we'll open that page up. And we'll go add and panels and blank panel. And then we'll triple click in there and thank you page. Triple click, thank you page. Fabulous. All right. So now I'm going to click save. And that's fine. And close. All right. So now we've done some amazing things. We set up every single page so that we can identify them. So now no matter what page I go to, you're going to be able to see which page it is when I'm working on it. So you won't get terribly confused. So now let's go back to the first page. Before I do though, I want to show you something else that is such an incredible thing that they've done that I almost wept openly. And that is on these pages, I have a very specific way that I want to see these pages in the order on the list. And it absolutely kills me if they're out of order. This is actually the exact order that I like to see. Lead magnet page first, then email confirmation, front end, upsell, downsell, and thank you. But every once in a while, you start building your pages and you're like, man, how did I get that out of order so bad? So we can actually sort these. So if I click the button sort at the top here, we have a little white dot on each one of these little cards for the pages. And I can click and drag them and put them exactly where I want them. So I can make sure that they're in the right order for me to be seeing them on my page list for my website. Once I get them in the order that I want, I just click save sort. And now they'll actually stay in that order for me. So I don't have to be confused every time I look at my pages. So this is absolutely huge. Also, another thing I do is I add my my graphics here to identify the pages, my share graphic. So you can actually click this button right here when you're ready. This is usually later on when you have your design done, but you can actually choose an image and put that as your share image so that you can start seeing the pages, and you can even have different share images for each page if you want to, because hopefully the you won't be sharing like the email confirmation page and you won't be sharing the front end page. So you can create a share image that reminds you what that page is. And just to give you an idea of what I do, let me show you. I'll go to apps and I'll go to Cheetah again, and I'll open a different Cheetah, and I'll show you kind of some of the things I do to just visually help me look at different pages. So let me go to, oh my gosh, I don't know what site I have that. I'll show this really well. Let me think a minute. That one, no, this one might be one. So I'm going to go to edit site. Nope, that's not one. Let me go back. We'll go here, and I really want you guys to see this because let me look at this one. This one might be, yeah. So this one, I don't really share the individual days of my happiness challenge. I just have the main homepage that I share. So what I did was I created a graphic for each one of the days so I could find the days like really fast. You can see day 11, day 12. Actually, now that we can sort, I can go through and sort these the way I want them. But you can see the share image I put in there is to help me find those pages really, really quickly. So that's just an idea to help you stay organized. It's just jumping in there and creating a quick image so you can see really fast the differences of your pages. So that's just an idea, okay? Any questions about that before I move on? Because I kind of blew through that. Questions? No? Okay, let me upgrade a couple of people. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen again. And we'll close this Cheetah and we'll go back to our other Cheetah. There we go. And now I'm gonna go ahead and go to my home page. And my home page, the way it's indicated is you'll see that little home symbol right there. And the way to change that is I can go into any other page. And if I click the triple dots and I go to settings, I can actually go all the way up here where it says initial. And for this page, it says not. That means it is not the home page. But if I click that down arrow, I can choose yes, and it will make that page the home page. So why is that important? Why would you want to change the home page? There may be times when you're building a website and you want a very specific page to show this week because it's got a special coupon or something like that. But then the next week you want the same page, but it may have a different design, a little bit different coupon or something like that. You can create it ahead of time and then just change what that home page is. So you just flip flop it. So now that's the new home page. So now you have that other one hidden that doesn't have the information you want on it. And the new one that does is now upgraded to your homepage like right away. So that's one way that you can use and flip flop the homepage like that. Okay, go ahead and share my screen again. And let's go ahead and work on the homepage and start putting our opt-in form. So I'm going to click, and here's our lead magnet page. And I'm going to expand my box a little bit, and we'll skip the tour. And all I'm going to do on this page is actually create my opt-in form. So I'm going to go ahead and add, and I'm going to go to elements, and I'm going to go over here to email marketing form. And there's a lot of forms that I can choose from. I'm just going to drag that first one over. So there it is, it's coming. It's really working hard. There we go. And when I pull it in, it says, okay, what list do you want to connect this to? And I'm going to connect it to be the best version of yourself, and then save. So that's why you want to create your list first. And then I'll click it and maybe expand it just a little bit. And then under here, I'm going to add some text and remind us that this is supposed to be the special report. So I'll just put this right here, and we'll say special report. I can spell. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. And special report. So I'll click save. And then that's fine. And then close. All right, so now that I've got the email marketing form in there and it's connected to Mailing Boss, the next thing I need to do is I need to set up my email confirmation page so that when they hit the button, it goes to that page and they get instructions on what they're supposed to do. And then once they check their email and they click confirm, what page do I send them to after they click confirm? So to do that, I'm just going to make sure I click on the Mailing Boss form, and I'm going to click that little link icon. When I hover over it, it says set link. So I'm going to click that, and then I've got my subscription pending. That means send them to the page where I tell them, hey, you need to confirm your email. So I'm going to click no action, and I'm going to choose a page inside my website, and the page I'm going to choose is the email confirmation page. And then I'm going to click select. So now that page is set. And then the subscription confirmed, that's the page they're going to go to after they check their email. So once they check their email and they click confirm, I'm going to choose no action and change that to page. And then, did I make a subscription confirm page? Oh yeah, I did. It's the front end product page, isn't it? So there we go. Boom, just like that. And click select. And so now I've got them going to the email confirmation page to remind them to check their email. And then once they click confirm in their email, they're going to be sent to the first sales page. So I'm going to click save. And now that information is saved in the system, but I want to go ahead and click my big save because big save is my friend. And I'll click that's fine. And then I'm going to click close. So now my lead magnet page, besides design issues, my lead magnet page is actually ready. There's not really anything else I need to do for my lead magnet page. So the next page I'm going to go to is the second page that they're going to hit, which is the email confirmation page. And right here, I just need to put instructions on what they need to do next. So I'm going to click add and elements and text. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of text here. And I'm going to say, triple click in here, almost there. Check your email and click the confirm link to get access to your special report. Boom. So we're going to widen that up a little bit and center it underneath here. And then we'll save it. And that's fine. And close. And now the email confirmation page is actually done. I don't have to do anything else with the email confirmation page. So now let's go to the next page, which is the front end product. So this is where we're going to sell our ebook. So we need to kind of set up a few things to be able to do that. And I'm going to use the 3-step in checkout to be able to set this up. So all we have to do is actually set up buttons. So I'm going to add just a little bit of information to this page. So I'm going to first add some text on what on earth we're selling. So we're going to sell the becoming, golly, I can't spell it right, becoming the best, I think that's what it was, becoming the best version of yourself. There we go. Becoming the best version of yourself ebook. And so let's go ahead and pull in a picture. So I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to go to image and we'll pull in an image like this. There's an image and I'm going to go to general and we'll go to change image and we'll go to where those images are saved. So I'm going to go here and here and here and here and e-covers. That sounds good. And let's see, ebook. And there we go. That looks as good as any. We'll choose the medium one and open. So that adds it to my digital file repository and it's uploading it. When it uploads, it actually compresses the image as well. So that's really good. So it saves as much space as possible for your 10 gigabytes that you get with Builderall. So now it's uploaded. I'm going to click on it to get the outline and then I'm going to click save. And it's thinking about it. There we go. So there's that image. I'm going to shrink it up a little bit like this, just like that. And then I'm going to put some text about it. So let's go ahead and go to elements and text. And I've got some smaller text right here. And you really need this book to become your best self because Shelley said so. Sounds good to me. All right, so we'll put that there and then we'll duplicate it and I'm going to go ahead and put a price on it. So let's say this price is $5.95. We're not going to break the bank. Actually, we're going to make it really simple because I'm going to set this up for test purchases. So we're going to say 0.05 cents. That is a steal, you guys. You can't even beat that. So I'm going to click in here and we'll do a neutral paragraph and we'll go a size, let's say 40. Oh, let's go bigger than that. We'll say 50. Here we go. And we'll change the font color to red maybe. There we go. Perfect. And now I'm going to go add and elements and I'm going to go to button. So button. We'll drop a button in there. And this will be our buy now button. So I'm just going to change the headline of it to buy now. Perfect. And that's the button that's going to actually lead to the super checkout that we haven't set up yet. So I'm going to click save. And then that's fine. And then close. So there's that page. And that one is basically semi-ready to go. We only have to really put the link to the super checkout on the button. So it's all good. And so now I'm going to go to the next page and get that one set up. So the next page is the upsell page. So we said that one was going to be the videos. So let's go ahead and add some text in there. So we'll go to text and right here, and we'll say, become your best version of yourself. And then we'll say video series, fabulous. And then I'm going to go here and let's see how that does. So we'll click that like that, put that under there. So far, so good. Now let's go ahead and add an image of the videos. So I'm going to go to add in elements and we'll drop an image in there. So image, and we'll drag that one over just like that. That's beautiful. And let's go ahead and go to general and we'll change the image. And we're back in our digital file repository. So I'm going to click select file and we'll go over to some more graphics in the other package. So download, gold, and let's see, got special report, swipes, keyword presentation, feature images maybe. So let's see what we got there. Nope, not in there. So videos, upsell, let's see if the graphics are in here. So nope, not there. We'll keep looking because we can. Now, keywords, presentation, feature images. I'm going to go back to the other one and look in the graphics area. So boom, boom, and graphics and images and buttons, e-covers, flat. Oh, I don't even know. So I don't see any good ones there for like the videos. Let me try again. So we'll do sales page maybe and images. And let's do this one right here. That looks really good. Well, that'll suffice. So we'll load that up. So there it is loading. And it's almost done. And then I'm going to just click on it to activate it and then click save. And so there that is. So I'll do another little bit of text right here. So elements and text, and we'll grab this size. And you don't want to miss the chance to get the video series that goes right along with the ebook. There we go. So that's that. And then we'll duplicate it and we'll put a price in there. Now I know this is crazy, but I'm going to put the price at 0.05 cents again. And we'll put the text as neutral and the size as, I think it was 40. 40, right? 50, because that's what we can do. And we'll do the font as red. There we go. So it's 5 cents. And then I'm going to go add elements and we'll put our button in there. So button and Shazam. And then we'll change the button to the headline of buy now. And now that page is actually ready to go. We just have to add the link to the super checkout to the button. So I'm going to click save so we don't lose anything. Just remember, save is our friend. And then let's talk about what we need to do for this upsell page. Because if you remember, we didn't want to put a no thank you on the front end, but we did want to put a no thank you on the upsell. And that's actually so super easy to do. So all I'm going to do is go up here to add elements and text. And I'm going to pick a very small text. So we'll just do this one right here, H6. And I'm going to click in here and I'm going to say no thank you. Just like that. And I can even make it smaller if I want to. So I can go to neutral paragraph and we'll do, oops, not the font, but the size. We'll make it 14 maybe and italic. There we go, just like that. And now I can actually click on here and I'm going to highlight it just like this. And I'm going to click the link area. And on the link area, I can put the URL of the page that I'm going to send them to for the no thank you. And if you remember, the page is the downsell page. That's where we want to send them. So I'm going to go back here to Cheetah. I'm going to find my downsell page. And I'm going to click the triple dots. And I'm going to click go to website. Because I have no clue what the URL of this page is. So there's the URL of the page. And I'm going to copy it. And it's saying not found because we haven't published that one yet. So it's okay. Don't panic. We'll go back to that page. So there it is right there, the upsell page. And I'm going to put the URL in there just like that. And then the target, I'm going to not set the target because I want it to open in the same window. And then I'm going to click OK. And so now you can see I have my buy now button, but I also have the no thank you button as well. And I'm going to go ahead and click save. And because save is my friend, and then that's fine. And then close. So fabulous. So now we're going to move on to the downsell page. So we're going to do something very similar. The downsell was those 3 items. So if I go to add and elements and text and go to H4, we can say, let me look on my list again, because it was the checklist, the resource cheat sheet, and the mind map. So checklist, resource cheat sheet, and mind map. Perfect. So we'll stretch that out a bit, just like that. And we'll center it like that. And I misspelled cheat, so we're going to fix that. Here we go. And now we can grab those particular images. So I'm going to go to add elements, and I'm going to go to image. No, not iframe, but image. And we'll drag that over just like that. And now we're going to go ahead and get one of those images for a checklist, resource, or mind map, or maybe all 3. So I'm going to change the image. And we'll select the file. And there's the checklist. So I'm going to click on that. Let's see. There's the mind map. So check on that. And the resource guide, I'm going to check on that. So I can hit my control button and click on each one of them to highlight them. And then I can click open. So I now have all 3 of them uploading at the same time, which is fabulous. So now I can actually choose one of them after they're done uploading. So we'll let them upload. The resource one is taking its sweet little time, but it's thinking really hard. So what we'll do is we can grab each one of these and put them in, put the image in. So I'm going to put this one first and save. And then we'll click and kind of drag it so it's not quite so big, just like that. And then all I'm going to do is actually copy that one, and I'm going to change the image. So we'll go here and change, and we'll do the resource and save. So there we go. And then I'll duplicate it one more time, and we'll grab the mind map. So there we go. Perfect. So I have all my pictures, and let's see if we can organize them a little bit. So I'm going to do it like this, and then maybe layer that one on top. We'll put that right there, put that right there, put that right there. Let me see if I can layer that bad boy. So we'll go down to the bottom and top, and then up here and top, and Shazam. So we have our mind map, the checklist, and the resource cheat sheet. So now I'm going to go, golly, that if you say that 3 times fast, you might actually say it backward. So then I'm going to grab this over here, and we'll say, you don't want to miss these resources to help you become the best version of yourself, to to get you on the fast track of becoming perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to stretch it out a bit. There we go. And then we'll duplicate it and we'll put a price on it. So here we go. I'm going to triple click in there, and put 0.05 cents. And then we'll make it a size 50. Let me change it to a neutral so I can change the size, whatever I want it to be. Boom, 5 cents. And we'll change the color right there. And now I'm going to add my button. So we'll go to elements and down here to button. And we'll just choose that first one because that's just as good as any. And we'll change the wording on it under headline. So we can change it to buy now. And then don't forget that we're going to put a no thank you on the downsell page. So I'm going to go ahead and go to add an element and text. And we're going to make it really small. So there we go. We'll put it under there and we'll say no thank you. Then I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to change it to a neutral paragraph. So I can change the size to whatever I want it to be. So I'll change it to 14 and I'll put it as italic. And now I can put a link on it. So I'm going to click on the little link area once I've highlighted it. And let's find out what the thank you page link is, because if they say no thank you, I just want them to go to the thank you page. So let's go ahead and find the thank you page. So right here, I'm going to click those triple dots and click go to website. Remember, we haven't published this one yet, so it's okay. We're just going to get the link. And then we're going to go back into that page, paste it, and then click OK. And now that one's ready to go. So let me move this down a little bit. Got some spacing issues. Here we go. And we'll put that a little bit closer like that. Shazam. And now we're going to save and publish and close. All right, so now we have our downsell page ready. So then the next page in the list is the thank you page. And on this one is where they're going to get their instructions. So I'm going to put this as elements, and we're going to grab some text, and we'll do the H4, and we'll say, thank you for your purchase with, we are so excited you will be working towards becoming the best version of yourself. Your product access will be arriving in your email within the next 5 to 10 minutes. There we go. Stretch it out a bit. Dun, 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 dun. And we'll do this here, just like that. And that's it. So we'll say save, and we'll say that's fine, and close. Okay, so now we actually have all of our pages edited. So did everybody, I know that part was easy. It was just very time consuming. So does everybody understand what I've done so far? Yes? All right, I've kept you guys for almost 2 hours. So we're going to end here. So we've got the basic funnel built, right? We've got all the pages built. We have the product images on there. We have the prices. We have the buttons. So when we talk next week on Tuesday, we're going to finish building out this funnel, and we're going to go all the way through the super checkout. We're going to add these items as products. I'm going to show you some really cool things you can do with the super checkout. Then we're going to connect the super checkout to the buttons. We're going to go through and test everything to make sure it works. And honestly, we'll probably have time so I can show you how to deliver those products, not only in email with your email list, but also to deliver that product in a membership area, because that's my favorite way to do it. So before we end tonight, do you guys have any questions at all?
Thanks, Shelley.
You're welcome. Hopefully I showed you a couple things that were new, but probably not a lot of things. Chris, go ahead.
We had one question from Stacy Clark, which was kind of cool. What do you think the prices should be for something like this, just when you pull it from IDPLR?
It really depends on the quality of the product. So if you go through and you see that ebook is a really good ebook, you may want to put a price on there for $19.95 or $10.95. It really just depends. The best way to do it, though, is to jump onto places like JVZoo or jump onto ClickBank and see what kind of prices they're putting on those type of ebooks in those places. So there's always something that you can compare it to, and so you can get a good idea of what's selling. Now, the videos, you always want to, look at the quality of those videos. Some of those videos that you get, they're just like, oh man, snore fest. I'd rather read the book than watch the videos. And then other ones, they're chock full of value. So you need to really gauge the value based on what is in those videos, and then price them above what that ebook is for sure. But here's another thing, and this is my favorite type of funnel, and that's the tripwire funnel. It gives me goosebumps when I think about the tripwire funnel. I love it. It's my favorite. And we are basically building kind of a tripwire funnel. But what would make it a tripwire funnel is if we gave them that lead magnet, and then that front end offer was actually an irresistible, oh my God, are you kidding me offer, right? Like get the ebook for $1.95 or get the ebook for $2.95. And that's called the tripwire offer, right? That front end offer for a low, low price, that's a tripwire offer. Because what we're doing is we're tripping them right into buying it, right? They're like, whoops, let me give you my credit card. And once they pull out their credit card, they're in the buying mood, right? They love you for getting that ebook to them for $1.95 or $2.95. So always make sure when you're looking at your products in IDPLR, some of them have minimum prices. Most of them do not, but just make sure you look in the terms to make sure there's no minimum price. If there's no minimum price, you can put it as a tripwire offer. Then once you tripwire offer them and they trip into buying it, then you're going to, which are going to be way more, right? That upsell is actually in tripwire terms called the core offer. That's where you want to make your money. Okay, so once they hit that core offer, you're going to have the book at like $2.95, $1.95, and then the videos at like $59.95, right? So you're going to make a lot more money off of those videos. And because they've already whipped out that credit card, they're way more likely to buy, way more likely to buy. So we can trip them right into that core offer. And then if they choose no thank you on that core offer, we can always give them a backup buy by sending them to that downsell. Okay. So you guys have just kind of got an idea of my favorite tripwire, my favorite funnel, which is the tripwire funnel. I mean, one of these days I'm going to skywrite. I love the tripwire funnel because it's so fun to build, and the psychology of it is really fun to analyze how you can get people to tripwire it right into buying that core offer, which is the one that you really want them to buy. Okay. Any other questions about that? Gosh, I don't even remember the original question. Did I answer it? Yes, I hope so.
Yeah, your question, Shelley, was the question was how much do you charge for something like that? But just as a quick aside, I built my own digital product when I became an eBay power seller years and years ago, and a front end product was a free CD. Of course, now you have the digital video, which is fantastic. But I was charging $4.77. Now the fact is, when you get someone to spend $5, we call them what you call them is a C lead. This is in the digital. This is in the direct response marketing business. And then when they spend $50 or more, they're considered an A lead. An A lead that spends $50 will spend between $2,000 and $6,000 for a coaching program. So just so you know, there's a buyer psychology, and the best time to sell someone is when they just bought something. So there's a real psychology to that. So I love it. This is fantastic. One quick aside, my SEO product. I just want you to know, Shelley, I followed the new platform, the new knowledge base on setting up the e-learning. It's so easy. All I have to do now is just to record the videos. I'll have them done tomorrow. I'll upload those, and then I am going to put them in a membership site and get those out to everybody. And it also inspired me to do an intermediate. So I'm thinking, oh man, this is basic, and now I got to do the intermediate one. So I just want to offer that too. So I'll just throw that out there.
That's fantastic. Yep. That's so exciting to hear. Were those e-learning videos? Were those ones that I shot?
They were, and oh my God, you know what's really good about them too? I think the longest one was like 6 minutes. When you chunk things out like that, you just move through them. I got through 12, 14, I think it was 12 or 14 videos. Like it was just the time blew by so fast. The concept was there. I just went right in there and I just went boom, 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 boom. And it's really cool. Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you, Shelley. Fantastic. The knowledge base, you got to check it out. It's amazing.
Yeah, I do want to show you one thing before we go, you guys, because the knowledge base is definitely something I want you guys all working in, using. It is absolutely fabulous, but there's a tool in there that I want to make sure you see it so that you can really, really understand how you can use it. And we're actually tweaking it, so it's going to get better. But let me share my screen real quick, and I'll show you the knowledge base and a really cool thing in there. So I'm going to go to knowledgebase.builderall.com, or I could get there by going to my dashboard and clicking that beautiful new button right there on the dashboard. But it's knowledgebase.builderall.com if you want to manually go there. But the one of the most important areas that I wanted to really focus in on and hone in on is this area right here where it says new members. And Yolanda, you are going to be critical in giving me feedback to see if this is something that you would like. So in the new member menu item, there is getting started with the Builderall tools and then getting started as a Builderall affiliate. So I'm going to talk to you about the tools area. So when I click the tools, that takes me to an article that has a lot of information about Builderall tools. First of all, being how to get around the dashboard to get to the tools. But then the next one is an overview of tools. And we have a button here that is the Builderall Tools Guide. Now, here's what I did with my new person the other day that came into Builderall. I clicked on the Builderall Tools Guide, and what it is a list of all 38 tools, every single one of the 38 tools. It has what category they're in. So here are all of our builders, and it lists all of our builders. And then here's all of our email marketing stuff. So it lists both of those. All of the engagement items, so it lists all of those, et cetera, all the way down to 38 tools. But then it also has a brief description of that item, and then it has notes, okay? So what I told this person to do is download this particular file, which you can download it. You just right-click it or print it, or you can download it right here by clicking the download button, and then start working through this document to look at every single thing that is in this knowledge base. So type in Pixel Perfect, find Pixel Perfect in the knowledge base, and look at the overview of Pixel Perfect. So let me go back into the knowledge base real quick. And if I go to the Builderall tools, to builders, there's Pixel Perfect. So if I click on that, it's going to take me to an area that the very first item says getting started. So click that and watch the getting started video in every single tool and find out what that's all about. Okay. And make notes in the notes area for those items that you are very interested in using. And then by the time you go through all 38 tools, you'll have an idea of where you want to focus and start picking out those few tools that you will spend the bulk of your time mastering inside of Builderall. So that is a great onboarding tool. Okay. Use it, 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 use it. Okay. So here's the improvement that's coming. It's not there yet, but I want to explain to you that we really are working on even making that better. So what we're going to be doing is adding a section in the bottom that says things like list building. And we'll define what list building is, and we'll use the letters LB. So every single one of the items on that list is going to have like LB if it's used for list building. So you can go back up into that list, and every single item that's used for list building will be identified. So you can see quickly the items that you need to master to start getting ready to build lists. So that second part of that document is coming probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So really, really exciting. And I want you guys in there. I want you to look at that document, download that document, pick through that document, make your own notes, and be friendly with that document, and then start sharing it with the people that you bring in. And Cindy says, love it. Me too, Cindy. Oh my gosh, I am so in love with the knowledge base. I know that I'm biased. I'm very, very biased, but I am super in love. So I want you guys to check it out. And always, if you find something that we can do better, let me know, because we can make it happen. Do you guys have any questions about that? Ryan?
Just a quick comment. That's really handy because the tools on the homepage, the description got cut off, and I'd hover over it to want to look at the full description of that tool.
Right.
But there was no way to read the whole description. I'm like, oh.
Exactly.
So that's beautiful.
Yep. Very exciting. Thank you. Thank you. Roberta.
Yeah, Shelly, going back to the funnel, from the designer perspective, building a website, putting together a deal, an offer like this with an upsell, an upgrade, and all that, how much could you charge?
Oh gosh, that funnel right there, when you throw in the design part of it, and hopefully they will bring a product to you, so you don't have to do that part. But this is easy, a $2,000 funnel. Really easy. Yeah. Good question. What else, you guys? Any other questions?
Yeah, can I just speak to that, Roberto, real quick, Shelly, if I could? Now, let me tell you about this is the beauty of it. The deal is it all comes down to the offer and how you present the offer. One of the things you'll find a lot of great copywriters, for example, I had one write some copy for me. She charged me $10,000 plus 5% of the increase of the revenue that I got for the business. So there's different ways that you can position your offer. You can test your offers. You can offset your offer. For example, I got a consulting project. I said, normally I charge $10,000 a month for this. How about I'll let you test me for the next 30 days for $7,500 a month. They had me for 8 months. So I'm just saying that, look at the value of what you're bringing there, position your value, you can do that in how you present what you're going to do. Break it down into little pieces, because then they'll get overwhelmed with all the details and you go like, oh my God, you're going to do all this stuff for me, but you can push a button here and there. So there could be the build fee, plus there could be a percentage of the sales. There's different ways you can position that, but that's just some thoughts right off the bat. Yeah, easily $2 grand or more.
My suggestion too is for anybody that's new. Now, Carl definitely knows the value, so he knows that this could be a $10,000 funnel, right? Because he knows that. But when you're new and you've not built before, it's not a $10,000 funnel, because you're probably going to be asking them more questions than they're going to ask you. You're going to be like, okay, what do you want for this? And what do you want for that? Because you have not built enough to be able to tell them, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. So when you first start out, your numbers are going to be low. But as you get better and better and better, your numbers will get higher and higher and higher. And it's exactly what I did with my app business. When I first started my app business, the first mobile app that I made, I actually created it for $200. That was my first one. And that is like so low, like way low. Not even in the ballpark of where it should be. But it's because I had to go to the customer more and ask them questions, because I was building it and didn't know, it was my first big customer. So I had to really think it through and ask them questions and what do you want? And after a couple of times, I learned I don't need to ask them this and I don't need to ask them that. I can roll with it, put the prototype together and just let them look at it. And so there's a lot of learning curve. So you always start low, but then you definitely go higher as you get better and better. And they're paying for that expertise, because then you really are the one where they go to you and say, I need a website. And you're like, got it taken care of, because you already know the ins and outs and everything that you're going to do. So that's my suggestion is new, start off at 10. But when you get better and when you're new, start at 2. But when you get better and better, definitely charge more. And you're going to be able to integrate more, and you're going to be able to do it faster, and you're going to be able to do it with less input from them. So it's going to get better and better and better as you get more and more experience. Ryan?
Just a quick little addition to that. Once you know how much work's involved in doing something, you're happy to ask for a bit more as well. It takes that learning experience to go, I'm not going to do it for less than that. And also, when you get a decent amount, you then start to have a different perception, I found. Like, $1,000 hit PayPal to do a thing for someone, a business, and then I was happy to ask for $1,000 because it had happened before. I knew that, okay, I'll get paid $1,000 to do an ad campaign. That's, if you want me to do some ads, I want $1,000. It's like, sweet. So
your confidence is there, right? I can tell you with that first app, I went and visited that company 52,000 times, and I was like, do you want this in your app? Would you like this? And then they'd ask me, can you do this? And I'd be like, yeah, right. So it was all a lot of back and forth as I was figuring out, they were figuring out, we were figuring out. It was funny. It's really, really funny when I think about it now. But the reality is I didn't have my contracts in place. I didn't have a workflow in place. There's a lot. So that $200 was well spent money for them, because I worked them hard. But now I can go through and just bang it out and just not even hardly bother the customer, except for specific questions that I have about, whatever the design is or whatever, but very little interaction that I need now. And that comes with the experience, but that's why I can charge Mondo dollars for building an app now, because I have the experience. And if they ask me, can you do such and such? Now there is no hesitation. It's like, yep, we can sure do that. And it's going to cost you this much to do that. Right. So it's all different, because the confidence level goes much, much higher. You don't want to cheat yourself out of money. That's for sure. You don't want to give a $10,000 app for $2,000. But the reality is you're giving them that break, because you're going to work them hard. I promise you, you're going to work them hard when you're learning. And they're going to be, if you charge them $10,000, they're going to be like, I paid $10,000 for this person to ask me those questions. But that's your learning process. So it's okay. Bridget?
I was going to say, if you are new and you lowball, say, I really need some testimonials, and I'll give you a discount if you go to Google or put it on your website or whatever.
That's right. That's exactly it, Bridget. That is so good advice, because you know you're lowballing, and you know you're going to work the customer hard, but you always, when you lowball, if you're going to lowball, ask for referrals and ask for testimonials. Those are two things you get out of it, no matter what. Okay. All right. So that was a great question. Chris.
Yeah, that was a great question. I'm going to ruin it. First of all, I apologize. I don't know how to turn this thing off. So all I can do is make other characters, but I can't turn it off. So no, Neil asked a good technical question, and I think I know the answer, but I'd rather have you answer it. He asked, how many emails, not subscribers, how many emails can you put in Mailing Boss?
Now, if you're talking about how many can you possibly put in, like what's the limit on how many emails that you can put in, I think it's unlimited. I think you can put 5,000 emails into a sequence if you want to. Now, would you do that? Probably not. The other side of that question is when you're creating an email sequence, how many emails in the email sequence should you send out to the subscribers? Because that's a really common question. And that is, it really depends on, what you're doing with that list. But if you're trying to keep them warm, then that initial series that should go out should be somewhere between 5 and 7 standard emails that go out to your list. And that is to indoctrinate them with the information that you want them to know about you and your product or service. And those emails can go out every day, every other day, a couple times a week. But whatever it is, you want to use those emails to get those people to know you, to know your product, to know your service. And the way I like to look at it is you set it up so that you're giving value, and then offer, and then value, and then offer, and then value offer if you want to do that 7th email that way. But the important thing is that you're not bombarding them with an offer every single flinging email. I have people on my email list, that I'm on their email list. And they send me emails with offers, and then later on in the day, some more offers, and then later on in the day, some more offers. And it's like, holy cow, that's all they do. And I barely even know their name. I don't know anything about them. There's no relationship with that individual at all. And then there's other people that I am on their email list. And when their email comes in, I will knock down children and grandmothers to get to read that email, even if there's an offer in there, because it's such a great email every time. There's something about him. There's something about a story. He's come up with some wild and crazy stories. I learned about things I've never even heard of, like the Mandela effect. Never heard of it before. So that was an eye-opener when he was explaining what that was. He didn't even sell anything in that email. He was just sending it out to talk about the Mandela effect. It was so cool. But those types of emails resonate with me. That being on that sequence resonates with me. The ones that send me offers all the time, they don't resonate with me, right? It's just like, oh crap, I'm getting another one from this Bob guy. I don't even know who this Bob guy is. So you have to really look at your sequence and see what you're trying to do with your audience and decide, how many emails do I need to send out? Somewhere between 5 and 7 to get them warmed up. And in those 5 or 7, what do I want to do? Value, offer, value, offer. That's what I suggest that you do. I'm not a guru. I've not made millions selling courses on how to do emails, but I'm telling you from my experience, sending out emails, that's the best results I get. And for me as a consumer, that is what I like the best. So I'm telling you from a non-guru, Shelly point of view, what would be the best thing to do. I'm not sure that's always right. And I'm sure there's gurus out there that would probably have a stroke, but it's okay. Carl, go ahead.
Yeah, last point. I just want to cover this because I've been texting back and forth with Neil here about the Mailing Boss, and it can handle an unlimited number of subscribers. A couple of very important points. Depends on how you build your list. You do not want to buy lists. If you do, they better be solid lists, and they better have been run through a email cleaner. We do have one, actually. Builderall has one. You can pay for the subscription to run emails through. Better to build your list. And again, like Shelly said, it depends on how frequently. It depends on what niche you're into as well. Sometimes people want weekly updates. Sometimes people will take daily if you're writing dailies. It really depends on how you also groom your purchasers. So it's called grooming the list, actually, is what it is. Right. So, I mean, I've had lists as high as 280,000 people, not my own personal list, but for company lists, and how we sent those out. But if you start getting high bounce rates, they will shut you down, and Builderall does not want to risk that kind of stuff. So use integrity, be very careful how you build your list and what list you're using. But yeah, it's unlimited, and I'm on a premium plan, like Shelly said earlier. I highly recommend anyone that's not on it, get on it.
I know, right? My little brain can't comprehend being on anything but premium. But that's, that's just me. That's Shelly. That's the person that's using like every tool that we have.
Look, hey, they designed a platform for you all. What you want, what you need is Builderall. Build it up, we just answering your call. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall. Yeah, you're a Builderall rock star. Hey, you can build it all, go hard. Sign up and you'll see we got it all. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall. Look, if you're trying to build the name of your brand that came with a plan, get your name in demand. With Builderall, you can save your day in advance. Keep the apps automated so you barely need to glance. Listen, think of all the power that you hold. It's a new globe, everyone is grabbing for their phones. Imagine the control, build your passion on your own. And the more that you connect, the more attraction they will show. Not only a sales funnel, look, this is more advanced. This will help you compete, but have the upper hand. Keep your products in demand. It's all in one spot. You don't have to calculate and feel afraid with your thoughts. Automate your response. Drag and drop your site or click map your fans. See the pages they like or use the video rap or capture their sites. Design your own app from scratch, just how you like. Yeah, they designed a platform for you all. What you want, what you need is Builderall. Build it up, we just answering your call. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall. Yeah, you're a Builderall rock star. Hey, you can build it all, go hard. Sign up and you'll see we got it all. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall. Design with y'all in mind, let entrepreneurs shine. Tired of the 9 to 5, you starting your own grind and it's alright. They got the tools you need. The connection they designed is truly unique. Never been able to express my views with ease. I move, release, double click and knew I'm pleased. My clients as well, tired of the hoops and leaps. Too many things in the way of my truth and dreams. A Builderall rock star is what you really are. Tune in on the internet will make you a star. You don't need to study hard, all it takes is a start. Work every day and move higher till you way off chart. Stay on, never sleep on none of the apps. It's a free sign up just so you know in advance. Builderall's for the legends, nothing's holding you back. You got the tools and the plan, you can stay on track. Believe that. They designed a platform for you all. What you want, what you need is Builderall. Build it up, we just answering your call. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall. Yeah, you're a Builderall rock star. Hey, you can build it all, go hard. Sign up and you'll see we got it all. We're the one-stop shop if your back's against the wall.